Learning a new language can be challenging and rewarding experience, and one of the most effective ways to improve your skills is through immersion in the language. One way to do this is by using story to learn English. So learn English through stories with Dr. Amna, the princess and the hero. Our agenda. Here are a few tips for using stories to learn English. Find a story that interests you. The more interested you are in the story, the more likely you are to pay attention and engage with material. Look for stories that align with your interests and hobbies. Start with a story at your level. It is important to find a story that is the right level for your current language skills. If the story is too difficult, you may become frustrated and lose motivation. On the other hand, if the story is too easy, you may not challenge yourself enough to make progress. Use resources to help you understand. Don't be afraid to use resources such as dictionaries, translation tools, language learning apps to help you understand the story. These resources can provide definition for unfamiliar words and phrases, and they can help you to better grasp all over the meaning of the story. Take breaks and review. Don't try to tackle too much of the story at once. It is better to take breaks and review what you have learned so far, rather than trying to rush through the material and becoming overwhelmed. Practice speaking and writing. In addition to reading the story, try speaking and writing about it as well. This will help you to improve your pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar skills. Look for stories with audio or video option. If you are able to listen to the story being read or spoken, it can help you to better understand the pronunciation and flow of the language. Some language learning apps and websites offer audio or video version of stories, which can be especially helpful for you as a learner. Consider using multiple formats. There are many different formats that stories can take, such as books, articles, podcasts, and videos. Experiment with different formats to see which ones work best for you and your learning style. Find stories from a variety of sources. To get a well-rounded understanding of the English language, it is helpful to expose yourself to a variety of sources. This can include stories from native English speakers as well as those from non-native speakers, stories from different regions and time periods, and stories that cover a wide range of subjects and genres. Using story to learn English can be fun and effective way to improve your language skills. By finding a story that interests you, starting at the right level, using resources to help you understand, taking breaks and reviewing and practicing speaking and writing. You can make the most of this learning method. Here is an example of a story you can use to improve your English. The Princess and the Healer. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there lived a beautiful princess named Azalea. Azalea was renowned for her intelligence, compassion, and was loved by everyone who knew her. However, Azalea's life was turned upside down when her father, the king, fell gravely ill. The young physician tried everything in their power to heal the king, but nothing seemed to work. One day, a mysterious healer arrived at the castle, claiming to have a cure for the king's illness. The healer was a peculiar man with a strange accent and a bag full of exotic herbs and potions. Despite their skepticism, the princess and the royal court decided to give the healer a chance. To their amazement, the healer's treatment worked and the king made a full recovery. The kingdom rejoiced and the healer was hailed as a hero. Azalea, grateful for the healer's help, and asked him to stay at the castle as a new royal physician. The healer agreed, and he and Azalea became close friends. As time passed, Azalea and the healer grew closer, and it wasn't long before they fell in love. The princess and the healer were happy together, but they knew that their relationship would not be accepted by the royal court and the kingdom. They decided to keep their love hidden and made in secret whenever they could. One day, a member of the court called the princess and the healer together. They were forced to flee the kingdom. They left behind their old lives and started anew as a distant land where they lived happily ever after. The princess and the healer never forgot their homeland, but they knew that as long as they had each other, they could face any challenges, and they became their way. They lived a simple but fulfilling life, helping those in need and spreading joy wherever they went. And so the princess and the healer became known as the hidden heroes of the kingdom. Their loves and bravery inspiring generation to come. Let's check our target vocabulary. Renewed, a famous or well known for a particular quality or achievement. Compassion, a strong feeling of sympathy or sadness or suffering from a misfortune or others' desire to help them. Life was turned upside down, a phrase that means that someone's life has been significantly changed or disrupted in a negative way. Gravely, in a serious, solemn manner, seriously. Physician, a person trained and licensed to practice medicine, especially a doctor of medicine. Peculiar, strange or unusual in a way that interesting or amusing. Potion, a liquid mixture, especially one having a medicinal or magical effect. Treatment, the management and care of someone or something, especially with the use of medicine or therapy. Make a full recovery, a phrase that means that someone has fully returned to their normal health or state after illness or injury. Rejoice, feel or show great joy or delight. Hailed, greeted or celebrated with enthusiastic approval. Grateful, feeling or showing an appreciation of kindness, thankfulness. Grow closer, a phrase that means the two people are becoming more connected or more intimate with each other. Flee, run away from a place or situation, especially in a hurry. Start anew, a phrase that means to begin again, start over from the beginning. Homeland, the country where someone was born or has their main home. Challenge, a difficult task or problem. Fulfilling, achieving or completing that what was intended or desired. Joy, a feeling of great happiness or pleasure. Bravery, the quality of being brave and courage. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like my channel.